Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's stream. Friday night. We made it. We got to the weekend. That's always a good thing, getting to the weekend. I hope everyone had a good weekend, has a good weekend of gaming prepared. You may well be playing this one. This is Shin Megami Tensei V5. It has just released this week and it is shaping up to be one excellent JRPG indeed. I haven't played much of it. I've played through the first 50 or so minutes, which is really just the introduction, which I'll explain in a minute. But this is the first proper gameplay, because obviously the introduction is a lot of narrative and tutorials and stuff like that. So this is the first proper bit of gameplay that we're getting into. And yeah, hopefully it's as good as it starts, because it does start very well indeed. So basically, you play as a student at a school, much like the Persona series, I guess. There's people that are making that comparison. Obviously, Shin Megami Tensei actually came first before Persona, but it is what it is. And yeah, you play as a student, and then something happens, and it appears that you go through an apocalypse, and then you come out of that apocalypse, and you fuse with this monster Persona thing. Persona, see, I'm using Persona myself. You fuse with a demon character of sorts, and you're told to make your way through Tokyo, this being Tokyo here, and get to Tokyo Tower, which is the Eiffel Tower-like structure, which is a very famous landmark in Tokyo. We can't see it right now, but it's down that street that you can see there. So that's the introduction, really. That's all we've come across so far. There seems to be angels and demons involved, and you seem to be targeted by the demons for some reason, but we don't know why just yet. And we fought all of one battle so far. So we are very early on in the game, and you will see how it all plays out. We'll give people a moment or two to jump on, and then we will get going with this stream. I just need to make sure the stream's working. For some reason, this YouTube stream thing is just... It keeps telling me it's offline. I don't know if people are actually getting the stream being kicked offline. Can't see anything. I don't get reliable stats on what's going on. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, or whether it's my connection or what. But it is very annoying. At the moment, it's saying it's offline, so I don't know if I'm speaking into the void right now, so I'm going to throw out a tweet and just see if somebody can jump on, confirm if this thing's actually working. Alright, so I've thrown out that tweet. Who knows if people are actually going to be able to watch this? I just don't know. It says, like, right now there is no viewers, including myself, and therefore, I don't know, but it says on the YouTube window that the stream seems to be working. I just don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's go through it. If nothing else, it does save it, so people can watch it afterwards anyway, and I guess that's a consolation. So here we go. We kind of went down there. We slid down there to get to this save point here, which is that thing, the glowy thing. We slid down there, and we obviously can't go back that way. So we've just got to press on and see what we can see. All right, so here we go. Young man, could that be one of the Miman we were talked about? So we've got to find these Miman. I don't know what they are just yet, but we have to find them. What they do, I don't know. Still learning as we go along. So here we go. It's a little flame thing, I think. It's a flame fella, buddy. Okay. So maybe we want these guys to join us or something. 5 glory. Don't know what glory is. It's different to cash. So that might be a different currency or something. Comes into play, no doubt, later on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you receive what is known as glory. You'll make use of that later. We'll find out soon enough. So far, the concept of the game does seem to be very similar to Shin Megami Tensei 3, which was released in HD form earlier this year. The theming and everything is very similar. I mean, obviously, all the Shin Megami Tensei games are similarly themed, but this one seems to be very directly related to that one in terms of its structure and its storytelling techniques. So that's also good. Oh, okay. We've got to report back to where we just came from. That thing there. And then we'll be able to progress on, I guess. So, examine that. So in here there's some dude that you want to meet up with. Okay, well I've just had somebody confirm on Twitter that they can tune in, so that's good. Thanks for confirming that, Amber, on Twitter. I appreciate that. I'm glad that somebody's able to watch, because it does not telling me that you're watching on my stats. So, who knows? Anyway, so this guy here, Gustav, he's the one that sent us on the quest of sorts to find the Mingman. He's a pretty creepy fella. Even more so than Igor from the Persona series, to once again make that comparison. I mean, the comparison is there to be made, and a lot of people are making it. The people that are saying that Shin Megami Tensei is some kind of knockoff of Persona just because Persona got popular is a little bit silly, because this series came first. Persona is just a spin-off of Shin Megami. But anyway, that's the discourse that's been occurring around this game. People are talking about that and very little else, which is a pity. It does seem like it's quite deep in terms of narrative, and certainly the previous Shin Megami games have been as well. Alright, so that's the ley lines. See, there we go. That's all the rewards we get for finding these Mimans. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Maiman? Maiman, I guess. Maiman. And we get out of here. So here's the shopkeeper as well. That's where we buy stuff. Now we can continue on. So once again, this is the first area that you actually have control, and it'll be the first dungeon of sorts. And who knows what we're going to have to fight, how frequent the enemies will be. You can jump. Let's get a drink from the... Oh, you can actually get a drink from here. No. You got a soda. You can actually get drinks. If you've ever been to Japan, then you would know that those vending machines are an institution. I don't know about other places in the world, but in Australia, vending machines are the last thing you want to use, because they're expensive and half the time they don't work. But in Japan, vending machines are great. That'll be another Maiman, Miman. We've got another 5 glory. Pressing on. Oh, it's a fairy. Young man. Often the very first ally you get, because this game, I don't want to compare to Pokemon, but this game does have a monster collecting mechanic in it, and you often end up with this particular fairy first up. Cause. Oops, we have actually lost connection then. We should be back now. Sorry about that, anybody who had a dropout, or the dropout that occurs in the playback. Thank you for staying tuned. So anyway, yeah, we just found this fairy thing, which is a common first ally that you pick up in Shin Megami Tensei using the monster collecting mechanic. And from here, we'll have to persuade that demon to join our cause, and when they do, they'll heal us. They're a healing demon. Well, they should be. They're like the previous games in the series. Okay, so unlike Pokemon, where you just catch a thing that are thrown a ball at it, with these ones you actually have to chat with them and persuade them to join you. So play a turn. Here's the combat system. As you can see, it's very pretty. Very pretty game. No, we just talk to them straight away. We don't have to fight them. We did indeed talk to you. Could this demon want to join us? Do they? Okay, so do you think I'm cute? Let's go with I'm leaving that. We'll just say, yeah, you're cute. You're cute enough. Thanks. You're welcome. Do you want me to join you? Yes, please. Yeah. You got to give them all kinds of stuff. So you got to barter with them. You got to actually convince them to join you, which is... It is an annoying system at times because it feels like it's a bit of a crapshoot. You're just throwing stuff at them and hoping for the best. And hoping they join you anyway, but they often don't. This one's a tutorial, so of course they'll join us here. But yeah, you'll probably see that later on. I'll try and convince some of them to join me, and they won't even when I throw all the money at them and give them the right answers.
Nice to meet you.
So Fairy Pixie has joined us. Thank you, Fairy Pixie. And just like that, we have our first party member.
Well done, young man. If there is a demon you want on your side, then you might...
Yep, so you can have up to 3 demons in your party at any time, and then you can obviously have some in reserve as well. Moving on. Okay, we'll probably get to fight some battles soon, I would imagine. But first, I'm going to go up here. Oh, nope.
Young man, there
Have
is
to fight those battles.
when confronting demons.
Still don't have free control just yet. The game's still leading me through on the nose.
In many cases, on the other hand, if you are attacked, observe the enemy's movements and act accordingly to earn an advantage in battle.
But I want to see if there's something around here first. Because there's a yellow glowy thing there. Yeah, see? Treasure chest. Like I'm going to miss the chance to get one of them first. What do we got? A revival bead. Bead. A revival bead. Nice. Let's go fight these demons now. So yes, very pretty game indeed. This is exclusive to the Switch for now. And it is an example, I guess, of art style over technical brilliance, but it is a good looking game. So we'll use a skill. Here's our skills that we've got at the moment. It's just basic attack, Zio, which is electricity damage. You can see one of the signs with that and see if it weakens them. Yep. And I don't need any of that, so just attack for now. So if you are successful in hitting an opponent with something that they're weak against, you do get a bonus attack, which is how this series has always worked. I'll kill that one and then try and get the other one to join me. That's a hard hit. You probably won't get a sense of it from this game, from this stream, but actually the Shin Megami Tensei series can actually be very difficult as well, and that's a big part of it. The challenge of the game has always been a thing that people like. So, yeah. Alright, so we'll try and get the slime to join us now. See that moonlight shining down makes me feel like a demon king. How nice. Let's see how your blood sparkles in the moonlight. Ah, no. No interest in negotiating whatsoever. Sometimes demons don't. Especially the particularly feral ones. So this one's not going to join us, doesn't matter what we do. Bye-bye then. Go away. Okay. So I might as well fight this one as well. Hit him from behind. And I'm not going to even try and get them to join me this time. I'm going to do the right thing and just zap them. Zap. I'll heal my ally. That's what she's there for. She's not really much of a fighter. And just attack. That one, kill him. Leave my fairy alone, you nasty slimes. Alright. Finish him off, and I better finish this battle off because the gathering of the whatever that was probably powered them up. So let's just finish this battle off and then plug on. Moving along here. And the pixie leveled up. Good. And she now has Zan, which is a air spell from memory. It's been a while since I've played one of these. Nope. So that's how you can run. You can zip around fast. I'm just going to go back and heal. Otherwise, who knows when I'll get the chance again next. As you can see, I'm running out of resources anyway. So I'll just drop in here. Recovery. I don't have enough cash. Oh dear. At least I can heal the fairy. That's the weaker one. Okay, I'll just have to deal with not healing then. Rightio, so around here, there's going to be more enemies, I'm sure. Yep, lots of slimes there. Good slash at the slime. We'll fight our way through. We need all the experience points we can get. You definitely don't want to be avoiding battles in a Shin Megami Tensei game because, yeah, these things do have a way of punishing you. Let's see what this does. Oh, force damage, not win. Force damage. Oh, nice. They're weak to that as well. Excellent. So let's see what this Magatushi does. Oh, no, it makes everything a critical hit. Not much point of doing that. Just zap it. And then... plow through them. So that's another battle one. Okay, so I've run out of magic power, run out of MP through, so I guess now I'll use this. And now I will get a critical hit, which should... Oh, I missed. Oops, that's not good. If you miss, then you lose attacks. So the game does punish you for doing that. And now I'm in a bit of trouble. Spot of bother. Luckily, the pixie still has a bit of magic power left. And I'll defeat one of these. Youch. Oh, I've lost. There you go. That is how brutal this game can be. That is exactly what they will do to you. If you are not super careful about how you play the game, then you will absolutely be punished. And it does do the game overs. So this is not one of those games that just resets you back to the save point. I'm actually going to have to go and play through that again now. Hello, Colin. Welcome to the stream. You wish you could localize some of the JRPGs? Like which ones do you mean? So I'm going to have to play through all of that again, which is just crazy. This is just the very first dungeon. It's not like I'm inexperienced at JRPGs, although now I'm sure somebody's going to be absolutely convinced that I am, but I do know what I'm doing with this genre, and it's just, I made a slight error in judgment about how tough I was, and I got punished for it.
Young man, could that be one of the memes?
Localized from Japanese to Australia. I'd love more games to be in Australian. How cool would that be? Give me lots more games in Aussie. So what have you been playing, Colin? And what's on your agenda this weekend? Got anything fun? Okay, so now I'm going to have to run back and do this again. So anybody who joins the stream late can see what I did in the first half of my stream. I've got to return this guy here. And
I got just perfect. This is an essence. You'll want to make your merry way.
so yeah, that's just a mechanic that I've yet to really get into, but it's a second kind of currency. You collect these little non-hostile demons as you adventure around, and they give you extra resources. How are you finding Xenoclash? That one's such a polarizing game, is Xenoclash. Some people love it, and some people absolutely cannot stand it, because it is just so different. So very, very different. I love it. I think it's great. That's one of the first games from Ace Team, which is a very talented South American developer. Okay, now. There was a vending machine here. There we go. Don't miss the vending machines. Gives you a soda can. Don't miss the soda. Alright, so we're going to have to go through this process of recruiting this fairy to our team again as well.
Young man, it appears there's a demon.
I promise I'm not going to die
It's
this time
dangerous
around.
to
I'm going to
travel
get it through. I'm going to get through the game this time.
Therefore,
Well, not the whole game.
I recommend
I'm not going to lose
you
another life in the
entities.
process of
You
this
can
stream.
try and persuade them to. I have a life stone you can use.
Can I skip this?
See if you can convince the demon to join
Fast forward. Yeah, I would love a Xenoclash in VR. I think that would be really good fun. I would like to see a renewed push for VR. I know that it's kind of died away a little bit, unfortunately. But the next generation of VR was promising, and what I'd heard rumoured for Sony in particular, for the PlayStation 5, with a cordless VR headset, that would have done a lot to mainstream it, I would have thought. Hopefully they don't just give up on it. Hopefully the industry keeps pushing with VR, because I think there's a lot of potential there. Whoever designed the combat has been in a brawl or two. Yep. So we've just got to keep going through this. I'm not going to waste my energy trying to convince a slime to join me this time. That didn't work last time. Okay, fine. Never my life stone. And now she joins me.
Nice to meet you.
Alright, so we go back into the dungeoning. Now we get to
Well done.
fight battles and things.
Is there a
Once... Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
young man?
Yes.
On the other hand, observe the
I'll grab that treasure chest again, which is just around here. That's a revival bead. So if one of the allies dies, like the fairy, then, for example, it's not game over. It's only if the main character dies. Which obviously you don't want to happen. Got a VR game for me to check out if I want to see something promising? Sure. Do let me know. I'm interested. I really do enjoy VR. I don't see enough of it. So these slimes you can't get to join your party, so don't bother wasting the energy on it. I'll leave the fairy alone. That's rude. Very rude. I wonder if there's going to be a skeleton matador in this game. That'd be great. If you've played Shin Megami Tensei 3, then you would know the skeleton matador that I'm talking about. He's an infamous battle within the game. I hope he comes back. I hope he shows up. He was one of my favourite boss battles of all time. It'd be great if he's around. We'll just heal the fairy using magic. And get into another battle. Starship Commander Arcade. Yeah, that would be great fun. Space Battle is certainly one of the things that VR just naturally lends itself to. I would very much like to check that out. Okay. Now we're not meant to go this way. You can see the target there is the little yellow icon. That's where we're meant to be going in the map. But there is some vending machines here. I want to check those out. Grab some sodas. Oh, where did he come out of? Just popped out of nowhere and then disappeared again. Wasn't very hostile. You love that the art style from the Famicom is still used 35 years later. Well, yeah, exactly. It's good stuff. Those games were never bad looking. They just were different. You know, old. Retro. It's not aesthetically unpleasing, though. It'd be nice if the industry remembered that. The fairy looks more or less the same. Yeah, the character model is obviously up-resed, but it actually looks exactly the same in terms of its movement and stuff as well as the one from Shin Megami Tensei 3. I'm sure they took the same base model and just refined it up or whatever. Which is, again, fine. I think that these games look great. I don't need to change these things. Should probably try and fight those battles, shouldn't I? Need the experience and stuff. I'm just scared to fight them now. Oh, the enemies, they scare me. I'm not playing on the highest difficulty, by the way. This is only the mid-level difficulty, so it is possible to make it even more difficult for yourself than this. It's not easy mode. Easy mode, I don't know if that's particularly easy. But it isn't the hardest option either. I just wish that more people were talking about this game. I've been on Twitter all day, as I am every day, and everybody's been talking about the Grand Theft Auto collection, of course. That's what everybody's been talking about. Nobody's been talking about... Oh, no! Nobody's been talking about this game. And nobody's been talking about the other classic that I downloaded. I haven't had a chance to play yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That's out on the Switch this week as well. I may try and find time to do a stream of that tomorrow too, because I love that game. And I've been really looking forward to checking it out again, so I'm hoping to find time to play it on the Switch this weekend. There, if you're a little bit turned off JRPGs at the moment, Colin, then you should play a Western RPG, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Think Baldur's Gate plus Star Wars, and you're in for a really good time. Absolutely love that game. Okay, well, I'm still alive, and that's a good thing. I'm running out of energy, magic energy. So Tokyo's not in a good shape. As you can see from this cutscene, it's in a very bad shape indeed.
You don't want to
Oh, they're picking on another fairy. The eggplant monster. I always call them the eggplant monster. It's Space Dragon Age Origins. That's a better way of putting it, actually. Yes, that's exactly what Knights of the Old Republic is. So creepy. So creepy, these monsters. Ugly and creepy and stuff. Now this is a narrative battle, so I'm going to imagine that I probably can't recruit these guys, so I'm not going to even try. I will try and zap one. Let's see what happens if I zap one. Zap. Not weak, but not many hit points in the first place, so that's fine. What about Zan? And they are weak to Zan. That's good. I've run out of MP, so I'm just going to have to slash at him. Oh, he didn't have any hit points anyway. That was a waste of MP fighting that battle. Got to conserve your resources when you play Shin Megami. Level up. Okay, so I get one bonus point which to use. I get to use one bonus point. I'm going to throw it into magic. I'm going to choose. See, when I play Shin Megami Tensei, I always make my characters fighting characters because it's just the temptation is there to up the strength. That way you do heaps of damage without having to use MP. That's how I've always played these games. I'm going to play it differently this time for this game. I'm going to try and be a magic user. So there we go. Up the magic. You've been enjoying Dread? Good. Yeah, it's certainly a good game. I know I got the reputation for hating on the game for some reason because I gave it 7 out of 10. But I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very, very good quality game indeed, and exactly what Metroid needed. After such a long break in terms of 2D games and such a lot of expectations behind it, I was really glad to see that it did well. Okay, so the fairy's got another level and a new ability. That's nice. And that is indeed a relief for her.
Seriously, thanks.
Is she going to join us, or is she just going to be the annoying tag-along character? Could go either way right now. Could go either way.
I totally had the judgment to ask for your help. So
Oh no, she's gonna like totally. If they're gonna throw away around terms like totally, then it's gonna be an annoying sidekick character.
I asked you for help, and you know it. Don't try to deny it either.
Yeah, look at the stiff glare. I wouldn't want to have this thing tag along with me either. Let's do it. You know what? I'm going to. You annoy me. Get lost.
Yeah? Well, you would know. You're pretty
No, she's going to hang around, isn't she? Damn it.
Wait a sec. I just realized
I kind of want to turn her ears into a necklace. That's a good way.
Wow, how weird. So who are you? Where
There are demons in this world that feign kindness to prey on
There are demons in this world that feign kindness to prey on you.
I suggest we ignore her.
I suggest we ignore her and move on. I am fully on board with that strategy.
You're leaving? Like,
Let's leave the Valley Girl demon behind.
well, fine. See if I care.
Yes! Dodged a bullet. She's going to come back and attack me now, you watch. On Twitter, somebody's just mentioned the Zelda fairies are the stuff of nightmares. Well, that is the ultimate Zelda fairy. That is, if you're still watching Amber, that is that. I'm glad we didn't have that thing join us. So what we're doing, we're moving on. Still going on our way to Tokyo Tower. I actually really like Tokyo Tower. The first time I ever went to Japan, I went to Tokyo Tower at night time. And halfway up the tower, there is an area that becomes like a nightclub thing, and they had jazz going on, and it was you get a drink, and it was all that kind of darkened room, and just tuning to the jazz. It was a great night. I remember it to this day, and that was, 12, 13 years ago that I went there for the first time. I haven't actually been back to Tokyo Tower since, so I should add things to do once I get a chance to go back. I want a new Ultima or Exile on the Switch. Oh yeah, how good would it be if Ultima came back? Actually, I would say that you probably don't want Ultima to come back because EA owns it now, and we know that EA can't be trusted with anything, ever. So yeah, unfortunate, but don't expect Ultima to make a return in a good way, ever. You know what would be good on the Switch, though? I'd love to have that Path of Exile, the Diablo-like free-to-play one, on the Switch. I played around with that a little bit on the PlayStation 4, and it was pretty neat. I would have liked to have spent more time with it, but it just didn't really suit the PS4. I think it'd do better on the Switch, and I would probably play it a lot more. I played Diablo 3 a lot more on Switch than anything else, actually. The dungeon crawler works well on the Switch. Lies, EA can be trusted. Yeah. So I've been playing a lot of old games recently, as in old as in N64, PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance and whatever, because I've been messing around with emulation consoles and whatever. And I've been playing a lot of the EA Lord of the Rings games. EA was dynamite with Lord of the Rings. The games that they produced for that film series were just incredible. It actually hurts that EA has turned into the company it has, because they actually did a good job with a lot of stuff back in the day. You have a friend that works for them and the pay comes in every week. Well, that is the thing. I'm glad that they do pay people properly at least. And actually, in credit to EA, while they have the reputation, I guess, via BioWare for crunch and stuff, at least they haven't had any allegations of sexual misconduct within the company like Ubisoft and Activision. So EA somehow ends up on the moral high ground on employee treatment. Not that that's a high bar that they've crossed, but they have crossed it. They're not as bad as Ubisoft or Activision. I do believe in giving credit where it's due. Go away, Purple Monster. Eggplant monsters. Yeah, definitely eggplant monsters. Let's use this thing. I'm running out of resources. I need the critical hits and stuff. If I get a critical hit, I get another attack. Don't miss. Okay. Let's zap him. I wonder if I can talk to it. I shouldn't I? I mean, I can't stand this monster, but later on you can trade them in. Or you can breed them, which makes the ugly ones disappear and you can get cuter ones back. So let's try. Let's see if it'll join us. What is that? This game is rated MA for sexual references or something or other, and that was it. You just saw it. Actually, he's got something dangling down there too, doesn't he? How rude. Give him cash. I've got to give him all my money to try, hope he joins me. Oh, fine, whatever. Here, take my money. And take my sodas. Who the hell does a demon want a soda? Join me. You better join me now. I think he has. He has. Yatta! I got a new ally. He had it flapping in the wind for 35 years. That's a thing to be famous for as a demon, I guess. I think that might be a... Is that a boss? Look at the thing waving in the background there. It looks like a boss. It's a teleportation thing or something. That's where we're heading anyway, so... Whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be unpleasant because this is a Shin Megami Tensei game. And everything is unpleasant in these games. There's a thing there. Is that a demon? Oh, it's it's the plant monster. Can't remember what they're called now. Mental blank. Okay. What the heck? He'd been chasing me for across the whole ground there. He was chasing and chasing and chasing me. Better zap him, I guess. It's like my local flasher. He was going to retire, but he decided to stick it out. Okay. Oh, good. They're weak to that. Excellent. This thing is so rude. This is why the game got an MA rating, just so you know. Because of the eggplant monster. Let's try and talk to this one. What do you want? Come on, little demon. It's pretending to ignore me. Give him a good glare. Oh, good. I did the right thing. The Onmoraki onion monster, I think. It has decided to talk to me because I selected the right thing in the dialogue options there. What should I do? Well, you're not going to get much MP from me. You can have it all. Take it all. I've got none. Oh dear. Okay, fine. You can have my magic hit points either as well. I want you to join my party, Mr. Onion Thing. Yes! The onion thing joined me too. So as you can see, you get a very eclectic and oddball bunch of monsters to join you. It only gets weirder from here too. This is nowhere near the weirdest that this game gets. This series goes places with its monsters. I need some medicine for my main character. It goes some very, very, very places. I don't need to worry about trying to get the onion thing to join me now, so I can just slap him down. Now I've got a full party too, which does give you a little bit of confidence. Oh, good job. Get a critical hit in there too. So what skills does this onion monster have? He's got... Oh, he's a fire monster. Cool. Yeah, it is pretty good how they really... I mean, the research team... Can you imagine how much fun it must be to work on the Shin Megami Tensei research team and just pull monsters from every mythology and research a lot of them up? It must be a great job. I would love to work on this series. Couldn't finish it off, Pixie. I should have passed the turn, actually. Leave my purple monster alone. I just wonder if... I mean, I know that there's been quite a few people that have come to this game and started talking it up as a Persona clone or whatever. So they're obviously people that got into the series, the extended series via Persona 5 or 4. And that's fine, you know, whatever. It's not the discourse I want to have, but I wonder if there are any people that picked up Shin Megami Tensei 3 earlier in the year and then figured they'll give this one a go as well. I'm pretty sure that's why they released the HD version, because it's been so long since a new SMT game that they needed something to remind people of the franchise before they released the big one. So I'm pretty sure that's why Nocturne got a HD dust off. I'm hoping that this one is also a success, because it is very niche and it is very dark, but it is also very, very good. Yeah, how good would that be if all the SMT games got a bundle like that Manus collection? That would be amazing. I'd be over the moon if that happened. Let's dump a point into agility. Oops. The eggplant monster got a level up. Just hanging free there. I got Buthu, so you can use ice magic now. Yeah, Persona is just built off SMT. It was always the offshoot, you know. It was a spin-off. And they're very good too. But if you actually play the first two SMTs, they're very similar. Sorry, the first two Personas, they are very similar to SMT. It's only with Persona 3 that series started to get its own identity separate to this one. It'd be good if they actually re-released Persona 1 and 2, because I think there are a lot of people that never got a chance to play those. But would definitely check them out now that they know how good P4 and 5 is. See, these little glowy things there, you can actually pick them up and they heal your party and restore MP and stuff. But there's a glowy thing over there which I can use to actually heal. Anyway, what's this little bug? It's a purple monster again. What's the eggplant monster got to say for himself? Food. He just wants food. I'm going to collect these things just in case I have to fight a battle. I do want to go there. These things chase you from way out. They spot you far off and then just chase you. The onion monsters. Okay, fine. I bet you can... Probably couldn't actually hit him with fire, could you? Since he is a fire monster. Oh, I bet he's weak to ice though. Let's see. Okay, eggplant, do your thing. Wave it around, that's how you cast your spell. Just jiggle it around a bit. Anyway, this stream is now going to get demonetized. Damn it. Damn it. Atlas, why'd you do that to me? A port bundle? Yeah, that'd be great. Imagine if they did actually go back and collect together, you know, Shin Megami Tensei, say 1 and 2, and Persona 1 and 2, and maybe throw in Demi Kids as well. Do you remember Demi Kids? I don't know if you played it. It was their attempt to do a much more kind of all ages friendly Pokemon style Shin Megami Tensei. It was a Game Boy Advanced game and it was excellent as well. If they collected a bunch of those together, there's so much heritage to this series. Chow down on the ferry, dangly guy. Cool. You won it for us. You haven't played Demi Kids? Well, if you ever get a chance via certain means, because I'm pretty sure that game's never going to get a re-release anywhere, feel free to go and grab it. It's a really good game. I actually really enjoy Demi Kids. I want to get that treasure chest, so... They're not really treasure chests, the gold, the glowy ball of loot. So we'll just grab that. There we go. What do we get? Give us something good, please. Pixie's Essence. Whatever that does. Roll them back. I guess we better fight these. You always need the experience. Oh gosh. Three-way battle, fine. Okay, dangly guy. Do your thing. Here we go. That would do serious hit point damage, actually. Let's see if flame works on the slime. It does. They're weak to pretty much everything, them slimes. Okay, we'll finish off the onion thing. Or maybe not. Oh, good. I didn't want too many things attacking me in a row. Because, of course, if the enemy actually gets critical hits on you in return, then they get extra attacks, and that's how I lost that first time in the first half hour of my stream. That's what does it. Oh, good job, Fairy. No. Just a regular attack there. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Eggplant. Alright, so that's another battle down. Level up the fairy and the onion monster. Good. Us demons are pretty cool. He's got a new skill. Pulinikpa. I might as well fight this thing while I'm here. Okay, and fairy on fairy violence. And freeze the slide. I'm glad the camera stayed just above the groin there. Did a bit of an Elvis roll. That would have not been a sight that I wanted to see. Can't wait to get that thing out of my party. He's not part of my team. Digital Devil Story 1 and 2 and Persona 1 and 2 as a bundle. That would be excellent. Yeah. Or the other one, I guess it probably work better in a kind of SMT bundle. But if you were to bundle together SMT 1 and 2 and Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2, that would be another good group. That'd be very dark. Because Digital Devil Saga is actually darker than Shin Megami Tensei somehow. I don't know how they managed to do it, but it is. Those two games are just bleak. Just unrelentingly bleak. See how far these things see me? Ridiculous. And then they come charging at you and you just slap them in the face with a sword. How did he go first? Uh-oh. Eggplant doesn't like fire. I'm about to get slammed, aren't I? This is not going to be a fun battle. Okay, I survived it. Yeah, Saga is very bleak. I got into Saga. Saga was my second Shin Megami game. So I actually got into the series a bit late. And the first one I played was Nocturne, which I actually only played because I had to review it. It was one of the first games I reviewed for official PlayStation 2 magazine. And I absolutely loved it. So I thought when Digital Devil Saga came along, I was like, yeah, I'll give this a go as well. This seems, well, if it's from the same developer and it looks like it's the same, it must be good. And it was just bleak. I appreciate it more now, but back then it was just, it did my head in for how dark it was. It was amazing. Do I have anything? I've got nothing. I'm on empty, running on empty here. Okay, luckily they are weak to the waving eggplant. Move. What's this do? Chance of inflicting confusion to one foe. See, I've never used those skills in Shin Megami because the series is so brutal that anything where there's a chance of doing something, like an insta-death or confusion or sleep, it's just not worth it because it's not going to work when you need it to. Only ever go with the... This is my strategy for finishing these games. Only ever go with the ones that are a guarantee. Uh-oh. Ah, he's killed my eggplant. Very nearly killed the pixie too. Sugar. Sugar. I should get through this though. Yeah. Just. I'll get through this battle. He'll get one more attack on and then just, yeah. Hit the one that's protected from the heat. I'll get through now. And then hopefully I can get to that rest point. Without it triggering a boss battle or something. Oh gosh.
Well, now, isn't this a sight to behold?
It looks like I'll be okay.
Let me see.
Mysterious woman's voice. Who are we going to talk to? Ooh, it's a bluey thing. Where are we? How very mysterious and blue this is. Oh, it's the Demon Souls woman. She's back.
All of this time
Now anime version.
waiting, and only now does one possess the power to see. One who has awakened to their true
It's a giantess as well.
through the reunion of knowledge and life, a Nahobino. I am Sophia. I have come from a plane far beyond this one to act as a guide to both the world and the Nahobino.
Ruler of the world of shadows, Sophia.
However,
Actually, I'm not sure. Was the Demon Souls woman
power
named Sophia or something similar?
surrounding the gods
Possibly
is
was.
unstable, incomplete.
I forget names in video games
Allow
quite
me
easily,
to
but
awaken some of that which
anyway.
still slumbers within. Let
it
us
would be
see.
amusing if there was some kind of naming resemblance there between the two. What's she going to do for me? So there is a lot of esoteric stuff in Shin Megami Tensei for people that have maybe not played these games before.
Allowing
There,
for a myriad of
yeah,
powers and miracles,
how can
the
I put this?
ability to shape the
They
world.
like to be very cryptic about the kind of key dialogue scenes, and you kind of need to be in the right frame of mind, in the mood to pay attention and really kind of focus on what they're saying, because yeah, otherwise you get very lost very quickly. There is a lot of philosophy and particularly kind of nihilism and existentialism. These games always cover those themes, which is great if you're into your philosophy and stuff. But yeah, you've really got to be paying attention as you play. It's not one of those kind of beers and drinks game. It's not something you play casually on a weekend. The World of Shadows offers an option under Hypothesis called Essence Fusions. So you can... So we can do Essence Fusion. What do we do? Pixie. I see. I don't know what I'm doing right now. It must have been.
How is this?
Did I just cut off a couple of her abilities? What am I going to... Yeah. I see, I was too busy talking. I wasn't paying attention, you see. Okay.
How is
Fuse.
this?
I don't know what I just did, but anyway. Learn miracles. So here we got a couple of different categories: Supremacy, Doctrine, Awakening, and Cosmos. We can't learn those ones. We can learn that. Oh, we use glory for these. We spend glory and we learn these abilities. Hand of God. Half of max HP and MP are recovered when leveling up. That's a good ability. Slashing an enemy in the field without being noticed will do you a big bonus. No, I'm going to go with the
You wish to
healing
learn.
ability. That's a nice ability. That's worth a couple of glory points.
Now then.
And we can exit out.
Return when you have.
So I imagine she'll be the one that combines the monsters and lets you start to do that kind of thing later on.
Then allow me to let you in on a little secret.
Yeah, so that's the fast travel.
See for yourself.
So there is a fast travel thing here. But we want to jump in and heal recovery. I don't know if I've got enough cash because I spent an awful lot of cash trying to acquire that thing. But I can heal my main character, that's good. I can heal the onion. I can't heal the fairy. Great. And I can't recover Petra. Okay, maybe I can sell some stuff. So resource management is definitely a thing in SMT. You can very much run into a position where you just actually can't heal your party up enough because it's not like Pokemon where they just recover for turning up at the poker stall. Poker stall? Whatever it's called. In this one you actually have to pay resources and it does cost a bit.
Need anything else?
So we need to sell some stuff. What do we got? We could sell soda. Let's just sell... If we sell all of our sodas...
Looking to sell, are you?
Actually, look at the description. That's pretty cool. A can filled to the brim with a mysterious liquid. It smells dangerous at first, but quickly becomes rather enticing. I like that. They're talking about Coke.
Looking to sell.
So we'll sell those. We'll get a lot of cash. And that's...
Perchance bring more maca next time, yeah?
That's good. So now we jump into recovery. We should be able to afford these now. So we'll bring him back to life. And we'll recover her. Left with $94 after all of that. But a full healthy party. Just need to add him back into the party. Get kicked out when they die. So there we go. We got the full party back. The team is back. Okay, so we'll just recover here. I didn't mean to recover, I meant to save. Save game data. So there we go. Playtime 1 hour and 26 minutes. That includes the 40 minutes or whatever I played before I started my stream tonight and the fact that I managed to die in the first effort at the dungeon and have to restart again. So that gives you an idea of what to expect from Shin Megami Tensei 5 V. I was about to say V, but it's actually 5, it's not V. It's a great game already, I can tell. I'm going to really enjoy this. There seems to be a lot of density to the themes, and the art is great, and as much as I'm joking about some of these monsters and their rather quirky designs, I really like it. It's a eccentric and eclectic and esoteric. It's a lot of ease, and they're all good. So I will have a review of this up at digitallydownloaded.net next week. I've just got to sit down and play it all weekend, I guess. But yeah, I will have a review up when I get a moment. Leading into Pokemon later in the week, and also Knights of the Old Republic, a lot of RPGs to play. After that, hopefully it gets a little bit easier for me for the rest of the year. But I will be back probably tomorrow with another stream if I can find the time. Otherwise, I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. Let me know your thoughts, and once you're playing the game, let me know what you think about it then too. And yeah, have a great weekend, everyone. See you next time.